With a nation at war, we are acutely aware of the sacrifices that veterans and their families make. The nation sets aside Veterans Day in honor of these sacrifices, but every day holds significance for someone or some family. For the family and friends of the Marines who died in the 1983 suicide bombing of the Marine barracks in Beirut, Lebanon, the day is October 23rd.
The attacks that killed the peacekeepers of Lebanon are now recognized as the first major incidents of the terror war waged against the United States.
Simultaneous suicide truck bomb attacks were made on American and French compounds in Beirut, killing 242 Americans and 58 French soldiers. It is difficult for a comrade to express to people how it feels to lose a friend. The whole idea of knowing that this person gave his life for something that he truly believed in, how the flood of memories of that person gets burned into your mind.
There are friends we've fought with, friends we've laughed with, some who saved our hide. There are friends we drank with, friends we cried with, and some we left behind. Our friendships forged in service are the purest of them all. That's why it cuts so deep when one of us must fall.
And through these gatherings, survivors find strength.
Just 2 hours ago, Allied air forces began an attack on military targets in Iraq and Kuwait. These attacks continue as I speak. Ground forces are not engaged. This conflict started August 2nd when the dictator of Iraq invaded a small and helpless neighbor. Kuwait, a member of the Arab League and a member of the United Nations, was crushed.
On February 26, 1993, at 12:19 p.m., a truck bomb detonated in the underground parking garage of Tower 1 of the World Trade Center complex. The bomb was a urea nitrate device enhanced with hydrogen gas. The bomb ripped a 30-meter wide hole through 4 sublevels of concrete. 6 people were killed and 1,042 injured as smoke poured into the towers. But during the investigation, some startling information came to light.
Last winter, the FBI was praised for its speed in cracking the case of the World Trade Center bombing and bringing 4 suspects to trial. Now, there is some evidence that the FBI may have known of the plot in advance through an informant and might even have stopped the bombing that killed 6 people.
In one, Salem complains to an FBI agent, "Since the bomb went off, I feel terrible. I feel bad. I feel here is people who don't listen." The agent replies, "Hey, I mean, it wasn't like you didn't try and I didn't try. You can't force people to do the right thing."
There is material in here to show gross governmental misconduct.
In the taped conversation, Salem makes it clear that the FBI informant had in fact gone ahead and built the bomb. Antichev says nothing in response, or the fact that their informant built the bomb.
Congress shall now vote for approval of H.R. 8791, the Homeland Terrorism Preparedness Bill. Said bill requests emergency response funding up to and including, this section is classified, dollars to prepare for a national level terrorist attack and or attack from classified. Funding for first responder personnel and vehicles would be doubled if said attack leads to more than 80% of national population being affected by classified. This funding shall commence in conjunction with the first attack on classified, or the first large-scale outbreak of classified dependent upon which comes first. Civilian and military units shall be trained in containment and combat of classified, including irradiated classified, with possibility of classified airborne, classified flesh-eating, classified, and or all of the above in such event as classified spewing, classified escape, are released or otherwise become uncontrollable. Air Force units may also be directed to combat said classified due to their enormous size and otherworldly strengths. Should event occur in urban areas, Jesus, that's classified, far surpassing our darkest nightmares. Should casualties exceed, classified body disposal actions shall be halted and associated resources shall be reallocated to classified underground, classified protected birthing centers. A new Bill of Rights shall be drafted and approved by classified. Having now reviewed the bill, I ask you to please cast your vote.
We understand that there has been a plane crash on the southern tip of Manhattan. You're looking at the World Trade Center. We understand that a plane has crashed into the World Trade Center. We don't know anything more than that.
I got a message on that plane. It's a big truck with a mural painted of an airplane diving into New York City and exploding. I don't know what's in the truck. The truck is in between 6th and 7th on King Street. Alright, 10-4, I'll send the issue to the bomb squad there for Westgate. Now the suspect who Chris, go with the van, the van exploded. We have both of them on the day. Let's get some help over here. Now I'm sending you ESU there. I just want to make sure you and your guys are alright over there, kid, that's all. We need the corporate car. One of those remote control planes, move when it closes. We need the corporate car. One of those remote control planes, move when it closes. No one. Doing what's in Broadway. 10-5, that plane. This is Broadway. CO, here. 10-5, that plane message. 7-7, CO, Inspector Marino. Inspector Marino, go ahead. Thank you. Why's the message about the plane? Sergeant Miller, 7-5. About the plane, 10-5, the message about the plane. 9414, hold up. Why is the message about the remote control plane? First and service on the air. Clear the answer to this about the plane. At this time, all citywide task force units are to respond to Trinity and Liberty.
Over there, they're jumping out the windows, I guess, because they're trying to see themselves. I don't know. And I don't know, everybody just doesn't know where to go. They won't let, everything is blocked off. You can't even, they're telling us to get out, but there's nowhere to go. And then I heard that another plane hit, and if you go over by there, you can see the people jumping out the window. They're jumping out the window right now. Oh my God.
After the carnage in New York, a third hijacked plane was crashed into the Pentagon in Washington, D.C. And again, the destruction was immense. America was thrown into further confusion.
Itself was attacked this morning by a faceless coward. And freedom will be defended. I want to reassure the American people that the full resources of the federal government are working to assist local authorities to save lives and to help the victims of these attacks. Make no mistake.
Good evening. Important symbols of American power have been hit today by a series of devastating terrorist attacks. Two planes attacked the World Trade Center in New York, sending the Twin Towers crashing to the ground in clouds of smoke and dust and throwing lower Manhattan into chaos. Another aircraft breached the security of the headquarters of America's military might and slammed into the Pentagon. A fourth crashed in Pittsburgh. For a time today, the White House was evacuated. Wall Street was shut down, and work in the American government effectively came to a halt. The attacks were coordinated and deadly. The planes belonging to American Airlines and United Airlines were all passenger planes. We must assume the passengers and the crew were all killed.